Hello guys, welcome to Wisdom Trainings. This is Abhishek, and in this video we're going to start about how we can install JMeter. So over here I'm on the official website of JMeter, that is jmeter.apache.org, and they have told us about few things, that this is a open source application software, right? And 100% pure Java application designed to load functional, say load test functional behavior and measure performance. So it does a lot of things, right? What things we can do with it? Say we can load test HTTP, HTTPS, Java, Node.js, PHP, ASP.NET, any kind of web application, and we can load test SOAP and REST web services, we can load test FTP, we can load test databases, and a lot of other things, right? Now the thing is that, see, to start working with it we need it to be installed. Now there is something known as, written as Java application. Does it require Java? Actually yes. So over here if we go to the download releases section where we can download say JMeter, you guys can see that it requires Java 8 plus. Note this thing, it requires Java 8 plus. That doesn't mean that we would be using the latest version of Java, right? So over here, first of all, you need to download one of these two binaries. I'll be downloading this particular one, that is 5.2.1. okay, I'm getting some error and maybe my download manager has stopped working. Just a second. So over here this can be downloaded now. As you guys can see that my download has started. This was just a small issue. Now the next thing is, as it requires Java, you need to install JDK on your machine, or you can say that Java on your machine, right? How would you be able to do that? That is pretty easy. What we would be doing is we would be going to say official website of Java, right? Or what we can do is we can simply look for JDK 8 on Google. I'm not looking up on say Bing or DuckDuckGo. I'm just looking up on Google. This is the most commonly used. Now over here the first link is the download part. Simply go there. Now question is why I'm downloading JDK 8, right? This is the question that many have in my mind, in their mind, right? Even I had in my mind as well, why I'm not using JDK latest version, right? If I look for JDK download, you guys would notice that there are a lot of versions of JDK. This is the official website, and as you guys can see that JDK 14 has also come up. Still, why we are working with JDK 8? If you notice something, they are still giving us JDK 8. JDK 7 is like not available, but yes, JDK 8 is available, right? There are a lot of other versions as well, right? For this, let us just go to one website. That would be better, or we can look up for this on Google as well. Oracle JDK roadmap. This will let you know that why we are using that version, right? Because in case if you install the latest version, you'll face some kind of issues. Now these are the JDK versions: 8, 7, 9, 11, 15, right? If you guys notice something, 14 came up last month in March 2020, and here now the thing is that if you guys notice support, right, which is the most important thing, JDK 8 is supported till December 2030, right? And JDK 11 is supported until September 2026. Other versions are not supported completely. If you guys notice something more clearly, JDK 14 has come up in March 2020, but it is supported until September 2020 only, right? You have the right to download these versions as well. That is not a big deal. Problem is you would be facing a lot of issues and there would be no solution to those issues, right? So better you would be downloading JDK 8 only. In case if you want to try the latest version, you can try out JDK 11. This is also long-term support, but not this much. The numbers which 8 is showing, right? December 2030 and September 2026 makes a difference, right? So over here, let us just download this one. So this is the page where we can download. Scroll down and choose the operating system. I'm using Windows 64-bit, so I will be downloading this particular one. And you need to check this thing, then click on download. It will be asking you for the login credentials of Oracle account. No need to worry, simply create a simple account. It doesn't ask you for credit cards, it doesn't ask you for any kind of payments. Simply create an account and click on sign in. The moment you click on sign in, as you guys can see that my download would be starting here, right? So download has started, right? So it will take a little bit time. Now the installation is easy. I won't be downloading and installing it as I have already installed it. And the installation directory looks something like this. So it will be installed in C program files Java, right? You would find two folders here, right? The latest version is 251. I have installed 241. That doesn't make any difference for me. There would be a little bit changes. Now there are two directories, JDK and JRE. What you have to do is that get inside the JDK directory, then get inside the bin directory and copy this complete path. Now as I have copied this path, what you have to do is that you just need to make two changes, right? Open your computer, say start menu, and start typing environment variables. Now in case if you're using the office machine, you won't be able to open this option, that is edit the system environment variables. In that case, you need to open this option, that is edit the environment variables for your account. Okay, now here go to the path variable, paste that path that you have copied, right? Once done, click on OK. I'm not clicking OK because the path has already been added here. I'm not able to edit it right now. Let me just open it in the other way. So here in the path variable, I have added this path already, so I'm not adding it. You need to add it on this particular part. In case if you have the administrator rights, you can add up this path over here as well. The difference between both of these things is that this particular say part would be available to your account only, and this is machine wide. Okay, so this is done. Next thing is you need to create another variable. Click on new, provide the variable name as this, that is Java home. Make sure that everything is in capitals, right? Uppercase is very important. Then Java underscore home, then the path. In the value, paste that path, but remove the bin part, right? So what I did, I just simply removed the bin and just click on OK. Once done, click on OK once again and click on OK, right? I'm clicking on cancel because my JDK is already configured. Now as JDK has been configured, you need to cross check as well that JDK is configured properly or not, right? Open command prompt or PowerShell, right? So here, what is the shortcut that I used? Windows key and X key all together. It may show up PowerShell and PowerShell admin over here. In my case, it is showing up command prompt. Okay. Now over here, what you have to do is that simply write a command java-version. If you type this command and if you get this thing, Java version 1.8.0_241, or in your case 251, and say runtime environment and hotspot, this means that you have successfully installed JDK, right? Now JDK has been installed. We need to configure say JMeter. Now configuring JMeter is easy. What we have to do is that open that file, extract the content somewhere. For example, I would be extracting it to A drive and say I'll choose the path batches or say JMeter. save installation. Right, I'll hit enter. It will take a little bit time for the extraction. You can use any of the softwares for extraction. That is not a big deal that I'm using this one and you're not using that one, this one, right? All the softwares do the same thing. Now over here, JMeter installation is the directory where JMeter has been say extracted. Now all you have to do is that get inside this directory, get inside this bin directory and run this apache jmeter.jar. Right now, in case if you're not able to open this apache jmeter.jar in your machine, this happens in say Linux machines and say Macintosh machines in very rare cases, right? No need to worry. You guys have something over here. Simply run this jmeter file. In case this jmeter file is also not working, no need to worry. Copy this path, open terminal. In my case, I would be opening command prompt, right? And type a command cd and paste it in this directory. It will be taking you to that particular part. As it is a different drive in my system, I need to move the pointer of the drive from A to C to A. This is done. Now you need to write a command java -jar space dot / apache jmeter.jar. Hit enter and it will start JMeter immediately. Now if you guys see this kind of window, forget about the Outlook. You may be seeing a gray version, you may be seeing a white version, that is a different thing. But if you are able to see this particular window, this means that JMeter has been successfully installed. Right now, next thing, what are the things inside this? Right, we divide it into two main sections. This left section where you can see the test plan written and it is highlighted. This is a project explorer pane. Here you can see all the elements related to your project, right? On the right part, which is the bigger part, right? This section is called as properties pane. Whatever element you'll highlight over here would show its properties here. And there are a lot of properties. You can change those properties. You can configure say those elements from this particular section, right? And there are some shortcuts as well. You can use these shortcuts. For example, this is for creating new file. This is for opening templates. We won't be working much with templates, but yes, if you have, you can simply click on templates and there are some say sample templates. You can learn to use JMeter from these. Okay, and I'll click on create. It is asking me to have few things, right? So you can work with these templates. Next thing is opening a file, saving a file. Now whenever you create a JMeter file, the extension is .jmx. As you guys can see that over here, whatever name you would provide, say installation, just a second, installation.jmx. The moment you click on save, this file would be saved, and as you guys can see that this is the path of the file. A JMeter installation, Apache JMeter 5.2.1 bin installation.jmx. So by default it creates a file over here in the same directory where other files are there, right? So GHIJ and installation.jmx, this is the file that got created right now. As you guys can see that this is the current time, right? Now over here installation is done. We have created a new file. There are few other things, cut, copy, paste. Now these are the two buttons which let us expand or close few things. Let me just add few dummy things here right now. As you guys can see that if I click on minus, everything would be closed. If I click on plus, it would expand everything, right? So this minus collapses everything, this plus expands everything. Now for example, there is an element you don't want to be executed in the test. You can simply toggle it. This will disable that element, right? This is also very important. This is done. Now there are few other things as well that we would be learning in the coming videos. Okay, so this was for this lecture. Thank you.